Good afternoon, YouTube. It's man, always George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, today, folks, is the start of one of the biggest events in bodybuilding, and that is the Tim Gardner Tampa Bay Pro, and it is also the 15th year. It's also the NPC Tampa Extravaganza, meaning it's a regional qualifier for nationals. And Tim Gardner, he's a guy who's been standing up for women's body for a long time. Him and Jake Woods, that's why you have William Stream for aligning himself with Tim and his productions for quite a long time. And we must respect to Mr. Gardner for what he has done for women's bodybuilding. Still give him stages even after they were pushed out by the IFBB. So anyway, this is the official list. Now, this is going to be the first video because the fact is, this is going to be a long list. So I had to do two videos because it takes forever sometimes to put these videos together. And I'm focusing on the physique division. I want to give more acknowledgement to the division. As you know, my channel do focus on women's bodybuilding, but physique is also part of women's bodybuilding. It's even though it's a different division, it's still women's bodybuilding. So we have here is a very long list. I am not going to spread it out because it is a long list. We have at least 24 bodies on here, 24 just about. And then there's also some more to it, because that's why this is going to be a long video. Now, first off, we have here is one Miss Rachel Aronson, I think it is, Aronson. And she is going to be, she's from Florida. And she's a girl from, within the, here in her own backyard, she's competing. And she competed, I think, last in 2021. Here we have here is Miss Orlandia Balan. If you remember her, she competed at the New York Pro about 2 or 3 months ago, just about. And this is going to be her second show for this year. We have here is Miss Rachel Brewer. And Miss Brewer is also from Florida. And she competed at the Masters Worlds Championship just about a couple weeks ago. We have here is Miss Suzanne Davis, and Miss Davis is from Arizona. And I reached out to Miss Davis. I was hoping to get her to do an interview. She does powerlifting. I did videos about her, and I hope she does put a show. She did Tampa about, I think, last year, and she's been competing for quite some time. We have here Miss Lindsay Diaz, and she just earned her pro qualification last year at the national show in December, and it was in Florida, so she's coming back to Florida again. She's from California. We have Miss Luciana Esquilin. She's from my home state of North Carolina. And I reached out a few times about doing an interview. She did an interview with my friend Glenn Young Senior, and she's been competing in this show for quite a bit. I think she hadn't competed since last year, so this will be her first show for the season. Here we have is Jenny Feldman. Jenny Feldman, she lives in Miami, and she does Tampa about every other year. She's been competing for a good bit. She hasn't competed since Texas Pro. And that's been a year ago. She's been, I think, at least been to Olympia twice, 2 or 3 times in her career. And it's also she's dear friends with my lady I'm coming queen with, Miss Daphne Carter. So this is gonna be, she always often do for the Tampa. We have Linka Fornikova, as you know, Farikova. She last year she won the Tampa, and then she got to qualify for the Olympia, and then she did the Romanian Muscle Fest, and she's from the Czech Republic, so she can get out here. We have is Samaria Ford, and she just did her first pro show, and that was at Chicago, and she turned pro about a couple of years ago. We have here one is Eva Gagnon, and she's from Canada, and I think she recently competed at this year's Toronto Pro. We have Heather Grace, and Heather Grace has been in the game for a long time. Heather has been doing physique for a long time, but the last year she did both. She did women's bodybuilding. She did both at the she made the switch at the Puerto Rico Pro at the same time as my dear friend Miss Stacey Nunez, and then she competed at the Omaha as a bodybuilder. We have Lenora Grayson, who just won at the women's masters at the Masters Pro in women's bodybuilding, I think also in women's physique. We have a lady who I've become quite acquainted with, Miss Kira Hall, Mrs. Kira Hall. And we're talking, she was going to do the show. Kira was sidelined with some injuries, but she wanted to do a show because Kira lives in Florida. And much respect to Kira, and I'm hoping to have her back on the show. And her husband, Stephen. I love them. They're great people. We have here more Miss Rosemary Hamilton, and she's from Florida also. We have here is Anna Harris. I mean, if I got a name wrong, I apologize. As you know, Anna is number 4 for qualification for the Olympia. So this, if she can win this show, she gets Olympic qualification or get enough points, which gets get her into the point system for possible qualification for the Olympia. One here later, I couldn't find a picture. We have one with Miss Michelle Jones, and she's from my home state of North Carolina. So if I can get some information on her, I will reach out and talk to her because, like I said, it's great to talk to these ladies that I know that are living here in my home state. We have here one Miss Danny Martini, and she competed in Chicago just about a couple of weeks ago. We have here one Miss Robin Mays, who competed at the World Master Championship, and I think she did women's physique. We have here more Miss Tony Marturi. I mean, I want to say a name on Marturi, and I think this would be her first show for the years. We have here Miss Tembrin Murphy, and she's from Kentucky, and I think this is gonna be her first show. I think this is maybe her pro debut. We have here Miss Rias Ramos Perez. No, sorry, that's the wrong person. We got Oksana Perari. I'm sorry, I got the line wrong. I'm so sorry. And Oksana, I just did a video about her, and she's gonna be competing in this show. She did Chicago a while ago. And this is the right person I got. Miss Yarcy, Miss Perez. I'm just gonna say Miss Perez, Mrs. Perez. Actually, I did a video about Miss Perez. She's a military service person. She's a mother. She's a wife. And I want to say thank you for your service. I think she competed just at the Ultima show a while back. Then we have here is Sydney Reyes, and she competed, I think, the last year's Tampa, I believe. Also, we have here Ashley Richardson, and she's also competing at this show. She also competed at Tampa a while some ago. We have here Ilana Romero, and she is from Spain, and she competed at the Portugal Pro some time ago. We have Diane Schnecht, who competed at Chicago, and she's originally from Germany, but she lives in the United States. We have one Miss Michelle Stevies, if I want to make their name right, and this is also her. She hadn't competed in a while. I think she last competed maybe at Chicago about 2 or 3 years ago. We have Miss Blanca Velolok, if I got a name right. I want to apologize. She lives in Florida also, and this will be her pro debut. She earned a pro card at the Nationals last year. And also we have Miss Catherine Younger. It's gonna be her second show as a pro, and I think she believes she earned her pro card about 2 or 3 years ago. So this is gonna be her second show as a pro. Now this is the list for the Masters class. You have a Masters Women 40, and that's in physique. And it's you pretty much seen the same women. Rachel Brewer. You also see Suzanne Davis, Lorna Grayson, Tony, Tambray, and also Oksana and Sydney Reyes. But you can see some other names here. We have here Miss Kathleen Alvarez. I think this is gonna be her pro debut. No, she's not a pro debut. I think she's been competing for a while. I think she competed a while back at the I think it's a Baltimore show, I believe. Then we have here I just did a video about her, Miss Lynn Blockman Carrion, and she's just gonna be. She hasn't competed since I think the Mid Atlantic show in last year, so this is gonna be her first show for the season. And we have Mrs. Indrella Thomas, and she competed at Chicago. The New York, just about 3 months ago. That's been a while. Now we have here, we have 2 more division classes. I mean, we have women masters 50 plus, and also we have women's masters over 55. So 50 and 50 over 55. So over 50 and over 55. So it's a good list. We have again Suzanne Davis competing this year, Laura Grayson, Rosemary Hamilton, Robin Mays, Kathleen Alvarez. Also, we have here is Miss Debbie. Sorry, I want to get a name right. Gracion. I think it's Gracion, I believe. She's also competing in this division. I think she kept competing since last year, and that was, I believe, the Atlantic show. And after that, we have here is Miss Sherry L. Gray, and she is from my home state of North Carolina. So there's another lady I would love to have an opportunity to talk with, who is from my home state. And next up we have here is Miss Diane Nenusa. I mean, I want to say Miss Diane respectfully. I want to mess up her name. I'm not trying to figure out these names right. And I think she competed at the Masters World. Now, also, we in the 50 plus division, 55 plus division, we have Miss Rosemary Hamilton and Robin Mays. And both these ladies are very impressive women. I see some pictures of them. They look pretty good. So this is an opportunity for ladies who are, they're like, say, they're getting busy. Some of these ladies are doing, you know, I would say 3 or 4 classes. Doing 40 plus, 50 plus, 55 plus. I mean, it's really stacked. I mean, counting the women in the overall in the open part, you're gonna have at least about nearly 30 women. I mean, just that pretty much about 30 women. That's a lot for physique. And some women who are not competing in the open will compete in the other class in the masters. So but anyway, as you know, this is a Tim Gardner show, and Tim Gardner, he supports women bodybuilding for a long time. Great guy. I mean, and much appreciate to him and to his production. So anyway, the show is going to, it's actually I believe they're doing the Masters part of it first today, and also, that's like they did with Chicago. They did the Masters first before they did the other divisions. And much shout out to all the women in both those in masters, and also and all the people, men and women representing female bodybuilding in general. I remember bodybuilding in general, and who are much mature. Much respect to them. Now they probably been already had the prejudging, because I was working on this for a while. I was working on it last night, but then my Wi-Fi went out. I said, God, why did my Wi-Fi have to go out? But I had to finish it up this afternoon so I can get the video up for the other video I'm putting out. This is part one, as you know, because I said again, nearly pretty much 30 women compete in physique, and it takes a good while to get all the ladies down. Because like I said, I want to represent all the women. I just don't want to just be talking about the ones like I knew, like Kira Hall, a couple ladies that I've heard of, but I want to get all ladies their attention they deserve to get. Because like I said, women physique is just as much part of women bodybuilding than anything. But like I said, the story started. I think they probably have the finals later this evening, and they already have prejudging. So if you have already got your pay per view, I hope you enjoyed watching the prejudging, and also try to catch the finals. And like I said again, much respect to all of these ladies competing today, and all respect for the ladies competing this rest of this weekend. So much shout out to them, and much shout out to Tim Gardner. And this is for his 15th anniversary of the Tampa Bay Pro. And reach me on our George page, aka the Emperor, if you remember how to talk. Don't like, subscribe. I'm out.